Hey, welcome to podcast 7. This is the 7th podcast. Welcome. Number
what
7. Fuck yeah. I'm joined here by Movie Idol, Bobbity, and Big Budge.
And we are the Empty Minds podcast.
Oh, right. I forgot who the fuck we were. So, yeah, there's been a lot of positive reception here, so thank you for that. One thing that, because we got to do it, I got to say that make sure you leave a like and subscribe as well. That's just something you got to say,
Share the pods.
Yeah,
Whatever.
share it with your friends.
Share it around. We know you got a lot of friends out there. Don't do us dirty. You tell your friends about us.
We have a Q&A section we'll do towards, I guess, later on in the thing. If you do want to take part in these Q&As, definitely go follow the Discord. The server name is Appetite for the Dead. I'll ask for them not every week. Want to talk about what we saw?
Oh, yeah. We are going to tell.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
so this is new to you guys.
And new to me.
And new to Christian. 3 of us went on a voyage because we all live separately and we had to pick up Mr. Bobbity here on the other side of town. So I needed to get pretty for the podcast. So I needed to get chapstick and lotion. And lotion isn't just for when the boys are hanging out.
Chapstick.
So, yeah, I went dry lips, baby. So we went out. And I was like, okay, we're gonna hit up the store, and we're in a bad part of town.
Yeah.
It's a shitty part of town. It's probably one of the worst parts of town. And we went to No Frills, and passing No Frills right beside is a giant tiger. So we're driving up to Giant Tiger, and next thing you know, you just see 3 people running out with carts full of food in their arms, sprinting, and then you see the security guard and
Really?
these people were just robbing fucking Giant Tiger.
What the fuck?
I took a picture of it, but obviously I won't share the photo. But
We witnessed fucking 3 people robbing Giant Tiger blind.
Perfect timing too.
Holy, perfect timing.
wait, for what? Oh, because we were there.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. I wanted.
That's surprising. They're stealing. I've never heard of stealing groceries.
No, yeah, it's
Like
a big thing.
that's something. I can understand a Best Buy, but not a.
You get
not a
away
giant,
with it.
Oh yeah.
because-
By the way, a giant tiger is not a giant tiger. It's a store. It's a Canadian store, so you might not know what we're talking about.
Is it Canadian?
Yeah, it's just Canadian.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a giant. It's a grocery store. It's a Giant Tiger.
Right beside the No Frills is a giant tiger.
There's a giant tiger on top
we
of
got
the store.
Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
And yes, because groceries isn't a big deal, and it's these people are non-violent. It's not like, well, this depends. My brother worked as security guard. Just
damn.
jerking him off. No, my brother worked as a security guard in a giant tiger, and some people are violent. He got punched. He got sprayed with a fire extinguisher one time. It's like a badass. My brother's a badass. Most of these crimes are non-violent. That's why they're not a big deal. And just like they found out in the liquor mart. Now we're the one doing a PSA. One time, there was a big story about the liquor mart not stopping people from stealing because the crime isn't worth, like getting yourself killed.
Right.
Trying to stop it. So a bunch of people are just stealing from the liquor mart, running out.
Oh.
Now they have they got more intense security. Like you got to give your license, but groceries. Not a big deal. Like if you're stealing $500 worth of groceries, the grocery store could fucking care less. Like the higher ups, it's not worth your life. Don't be a hero.
I don't blame them. I mean, shit's too expensive nowadays. I saw a thing online where there was like this thing of butter in 2021. It was like $3. Now it's $9. And I know it's $9 for sure because I get that same exact thing of butter.
Kill
And it
those
was never
bastards.
that. I don't remember it being $3. I remember it being like $4 or $5.
Kill those bastards. Which
Murder.
bastards?
People stealing
Steelers.
food.
Oh, the
one
Steelers.
struggling.
Brandon wants to kill the Steelers.
Yeah.
The Pittsburgh.
Oh.
No, he's just over there. Let's kill those bastards. I was like, what? The Steelers.
No, I wanted to chase them down, but just to record them and just make fun and be like, oh.
Yeah, and then I
Yeah.
said no because I didn't want them to kick my fucking car.
You would run just kind of like.
I had
But
the
hey,
funny
bud, we
idea
got
to play sirens out the phone.
Oh yeah,
Or just chase them down. Fuck you guys.
that would have been hilarious.
Yeah, and let's just say the boys have been having a fun summer. So far, I've been to a lot of parties. This summer has been fucking awesome. I've been enjoying the shit out of it. I had a revelation, not a revelation, but I had like a plan for this summer. It was like, I'm going to drink have a crazy time this whole summer. But once winter rolls around, I gotta stop, because if you're just drinking in the winter, that's sad. There's just something really sad about that. Like, if you have the occasional drink with your friend, go for it. But like, if I like right now, I play games with Christian, and I'll have a couple of drinks by myself while I play games. But if I do that in the winter, there's just something really sad. I'm thinking about that.
I'll do it for
Start
like
smoking weed again in the winter.
Yeah, start smoking weed.
I'll do it for like the bigger events like Christmas, Thanksgiving, have a couple, but New Year's.
Sure. Speaking of drinks, these pina coladas are amazing.
Always doing the sponsorships. Over
Yeah, the podcast is brought to you by Blackfly.
Now these are 7% alcohol.
Really? I could see why you guys said it was dangerous. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, these
dangerous. Oh man.
Okay, I've never heard Christian talk like this in my life.
What?
Usually Christian's like, drinking is whatever, alcohols or whatever. I like Mike's a bit. Now he's saying these are dangerous, and he's drinking 7% alcohol. We might have created a monster.
Well, it was like the edibles. You guys like took a couple at first or whatever, and then the rest of that month, you guys were like had a steady high the entire time.
Yeah. Okay. So when Forrest was going through his stuff, which that's okay for me to say, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
Forrest was going through his stuff. There was a lot of high stress, and I was just like, let's get everybody high. Because that will mellow everybody out. We get a chance to think. Sometimes you can have different experiences and you can feel better high. So I was like, let's just get high. Let's mellow out.
I think that started this summer. I really do.
Wait, this summer?
No, I mean, like, I think that what you guys did there was like the prelude.
Oh, to
this summer.
Yeah. So that was insane, because the first time Christian got high, he did edibles. Now, that's not usually how you get high the first time, because edibles are a lot crazier than weed. So Christian has never had these experiences. Anal.
But this summer,
I've really been working them in. And this was the happiest story of my life, because I have never seen anybody, let alone Christian, who is a little bit reserved, laugh as fucking hard
I remember
as
that.
he did. So you see him on that couch, right? You see Mr.
Same
Christian
spot
on that
right there.
couch.
Same spot.
What's
right there.
up? This is John Odds. I know who Christian is.
Yeah, John Odds. Who's Christian? So he was sitting on that couch, and I was sitting beside him. And we had just news bloopers on the TV. Now, Christian, I need you to know that video is funny, but it's not that funny.
It's not as funny as I fucking made it seem.
I know.
So
I died laughing.
I was there when you first laughed.
I couldn't control myself. I was like, I'm gonna die. I gotta leave the room.
You know what? You guys were like fucking crazy cleaners too that day. You guys like my kids' room. It was like something from a fucking Sears catalog, like with the teddy bears all like perfect and like all the toys organized.
That's my what is it called?
That's my specialty.
OCD.
Yeah.
Like, Christian helped a lot. I helped a lot.
I helped too.
Brandon helped a lot, and then
you guys did a fucking amazing at it. I couldn't do nothing. Like, you guys like scraped the fucking paint off that window for how long that took.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that was hell.
Yeah.
They had a Jack Skellington and a Sally on the window that his ex painted, and I was like, he keeps looking at this fucking shit, and maybe that's making him sad, so we got to get rid of it. And it took chemicals, it took fucking everything that we had. My arm was getting sore, and like I jerk off a lot, so I shouldn't be that sore. But going back to the Christian story, because we were superheroes during the cleaning, but Christian, now the video was just the guy. It was a funny video of a news blooper, this guy on the news, and pretty much he didn't know that a quarter of an hour was 15 minutes. He thought it was 25. And when he figured out, he was like,
yeah, no.
And I look, and Christian's face is red, and he's trying to hold it back. He's trying to not laugh so hard.
The guy was being interviewed by like a news station about some like fucking revelation that he had. And when he realizes he's a fucking idiot, he just makes an expression like, "Oh God, I'm on live TV. Everybody's watching."
And then Christian is just sitting there, and I see like tears streaming down, and then he got up and he had to start pacing around the room, and he's like, I can't fucking do this.
No, yeah, I was like, I was also sick. Oh, that was the fuck. I was like sick for months. I was like trying to puke either.
He's like, I had to get up and start pacing. I can't. I've never laughed this hard in my fucking.
Yeah, I was dying.
And then, so we had a great laugh, and he was stoned and happy. But then he ended up getting way too stoned. And but then that was at the end of the night. There was me and Forrest upstairs, and Christian was just sitting in the corner of the couch.
Real
And you can
quiet.
just see he's trying to hang on. Like he's trying to not seem as stoned as he was. And he was also trying to just
He's awkward, trying to look normal.
yeah.
he was trying to just be. And he's just sitting there. Then all of a sudden he's like, I have to go to bed. Just gets up and leaves. I was like, yeah, he's fucked.
Yeah, you guys were having a deep conversation, and I was just like, I can't contribute. I'm just dead on the couch.
I hate that I missed like so much of that. I was high a few times with you guys, but I mostly remember the only story I really had from then was when me and you both threw up. Remember? We were like so high we threw up, then we kept
I
going.
never threw up.
Oh, that was
Well, was-
hilarious.
It was like mid conversation. We just turned around, threw
was
up, came
Brandon there?
back.
Were you there?
I was there every day.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. There was a moment like Alexi was hanging out with us, and there was a moment where he was surrounded by 3 guys barfing at the same fucking time.
Christian, you lived with me back in that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I came here.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So I was stoned too, and I was out of it. And then I just remember looking around, and there's just throwing up in bags beside me.
I threw up in that domino. No, I threw up in my recycling bin. That's what I threw
Oh
up in.
yeah, you
I
went.
remember that.
You ran over there. I was like, I was dying here.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Like I've never gotten high that much in my life. Like
I prefer
That
smoking
moment.
weed and edibles.
Smoking weed is instant, and it doesn't last as long. Edibles last a long time. The bad thing about smoking weed is a lot of times you cough, you end up throwing up.
Yeah.
With edibles, you don't usually get that.
the
Usually.
worst fucking thing that I learned. So it's the same shit as taking shots, but it's just different. I just never took edibles a lot, but I would take edibles, and an hour and a half later, I'm like, I'm not feeling anything yet. So then I would take more,
Yeah.
and then an hour later. I
Remember
was
last year
fucked.
for us? I was like, I feel normal, and 2 hours later,
Yeah.
remember he texted me, like, I think we took too much.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, Brandon was
That
probably
was like
dying in his room. Right?
I took 23 grams. Cause that was the first time I
I
took it.
remember that
I
because
didn't know how much that
23 grams of what?
was. Edibles.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know how much that was, but all at once.
Yeah, I remember you saying it was nothing, and then later on,
Yeah,
you
I
were
was
describing that you were
fucked.
like sweating. You're
I
dying
remember.
Yeah.
in your room.
I remember I was like, I had a feeling that I was like in a roller coaster. I kept thinking that I was in
Yeah.
a roller coaster.
I was like spinning, but I weighed 1,000 pounds.
I don't know when that stopped, but there was a good moment there where you guys were getting high constantly. Like, really, for all of January.
That was January, like 5th. Run.
The guys in the
Why
pod
the
are gonna
dates?
know. Brandon has a thing with days.
I
No
know.
dates, not days.
Wait, what?
It's
I
the
said
same
dates.
shit.
Yeah, dates or days.
Yeah.
Darts is fucking fun too.
Ooh.
We've been doing that more recently. I wish we started that earlier, but
An awesome.
Yeah,
dart
we've
board.
been the boys. I've been teaching them the ways of darts.
Yeah.
My grandfather was a championship dart player. He won multiple tournaments.
it's
And
not
he has-
genetic.
Passed on. Well, he died. Well, but I don't mean that. He passed on his skills to me, and now I am about 10% of his skills.
Yeah, there's a couple of things. Well, I mean, okay, I might as well bring it up.
Bring it up.
Who saw the trailer for the last voyage of the Demeter?
We watched
Movie.
it together.
Have you
I've
seen
been
it?
seeing the promotion for it. I haven't watched it though, but I'm seeing it everywhere.
Apparently, like audience Rotten Tomato score is pretty damn high. So, and that's all I need to hear. Critics are a little lower, but you know, they're
Fuck the
critics.
critics.
Yeah, that
I'm excited for that movie, and I will find a way to watch it.
that Dracula looks like Nosferatu, right? Like
Oh,
he's
yeah.
the very like drained out zombie look,
Yeah.
bald, white, crazy vicious teeth. We played darts outside, and I schooled these fuckers. And they are getting better, though, and I'm scared. I'm scared that one day I will show up here, and they are just fucking absolute demons.
I've been throwing without my glasses on. That's not an
oh,
excuse.
fuck,
I'm not
get
saying it's an
out of
excuse,
here.
But I'm trying it next round, next recording of the
Also,
podcast.
let Alexi win.
I'm gonna test my
What? He
theory.
let me win. What
I wasn't
what's that
like
mean?
trying
That's the
really.
worst thing you
Oh,
could say.
fuck off. You guys all suck. That's your guy. That's you guys. You guys are the Hulk and Avengers. You know what my secret is? I always suck.
Although I did jump up a bunch once I played Lose Yourself. That was my only cool moment.
Yeah, you
entire
did.
Thing.
And then you
I
just
was at
fell
like 2,
right
and
off.
then I went up to like 8, 9, and then
I think I'm the best one, right? And then, or maybe you're the best one. And I'm after you or something.
You've never beat me.
Well, I'm the best one, maybe after you then, right?
Well,
Don't say it like that.
Why?
second place is last.
Exactly.
It might be Forrest. Actually, Christian would actually be second because he actually beat me once.
Well, I beat Christian Force many times.
It doesn't matter. Christian beat me once.
It only matters who gets first.
On that game?
He beat me at the game of 500.
Yeah.
Well, that one's not as hard as that one, though. I beat
Doesn't
Christian
matter.
like 5 times.
If we're going by win record, I'm the best, and the only person to ever beat me was Christian.
I think I'm the best.
I'll probably say I'm last.
Forget the podcast. Let's go out there right now.
We're taking the podcast outside. The things have to be settled.
Drag it out.
The funny thing is that we won't even be able to play after because it's going to be dark.
Be very
We would have to
dark,
set up
yeah.
lights.
Yeah.
Holy, we got ring lights. We're going to do this. We're going to pay attention because we now, boys, we are going to have a dart competition. And it's not going to be now and it's not going to be anytime soon. But now, since it's been put out there, eventually when this podcast blows up, Patreon. We're going to have Patreon and we're going to take it to the streets, baby. We're going to have a dart competition on Patreon for
That'd
you
be
guys.
So much fun.
And you
Have an
guys
actual-
are, and make sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, make sure to like and subscribe.
And see, that's going to be the thing. You guys are going to be able to see on camera who is the best. And it's going to be Papa, Big Papa Smoke, Big Number 9 Lodge.
Yes, when I'm not playing, obviously.
What?
When I'm not playing, obviously.
Oh, look, we're going to be doing it. We're going to do it, and he's going to be like, oh, I'm sick. Yeah, you're going to be sick of losing. That's
If we
what you're
played
gonna
Mario Kart, then yeah, he'll
Oh,
win
yeah,
every
Mario
time.
Kart's a different thing.
And that's
would
gonna
win.
piss us off. I'm not kidding you. You can't beat Brandon. It's
Brandon's
like,
a natural
I swear to
skill
God, they
in
give him
Mario
like an extra fucking thing when they know he's playing.
Yeah.
So should we get into the Q&A section?
Yeah,
Or-
chuck some questions at us.
Okay. First question here is from Brick on Discord. Do you think the Cure storyline is actually something more sinister and it's to do with the CRM testing base? So what I will say about that is there was a trailer that came out and it was kind of cool. It showed this walker that had this big metal piece around it. It seemed very aggressive and tied down. I think that they are going to get into something like that. I think it is CRM related because of it was a post-credit scene in World Beyond. But yeah, so I think it is CRM related, but I think we'll eventually learn that, not probably in the first season. Q&A, what are your thoughts on the increasing improvement of artificial intelligence, robots, chat, GPT apps, etc.? And do you think this new wave of technology will be helpful or not?
Well, it's obvious that it will be helpful. It will be helpful in a lot of things. We just always have to make sure we're not going too far. There have been movies made about this. There have been warnings, and we have all seen how that goes. The machines want to kill us. How long did it take Ultron to know that we were horrible people who wanted to kill us? It took him 10 seconds on the internet. So yes, we got to be careful. AI can obviously help us.
It hurts artists, right?
Huh?
It hurts artists, right?
Yeah.
It will.
From what I've
it's going
heard.
to.
From what I've heard.
It's gonna really fuck over them, right?
There was Marvel had really terrible timing with their secret. They actually used AI in their Secret Invasion intro,
I heard that.
and there was big blowback against them. Like they were in some fucking hot water.
Yeah.
So I think, and I've seen some other YouTube videos just kind of like poking fun at the use of AI and saying like it taking jobs away from writers. Like, would you watch a movie where the lead actor doesn't exist? How weird is that to think about?
Yeah,
in, like,
but
10
see,
years?
that's the thing. None of us would buy into it.
Yeah, like I feel like people won't buy into it. But imagine if Robert Downey Jr. was always, well, that's a little weird
Alive?
to say. I'm not that high. But imagine he was always AI and he'd stay in the MCU. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't mind if they do it. Deep fakes, I don't mind.
Right.
Because you still have an actor.
Why would he watch?
What?
There's certain deep fakes that you fucking love.
Oh, yeah, those porn ones. Give me more deep fake porn. Yeah, like with deep fakes, when they actually use actors to replace the person, I don't mind.
Like Indiana Jones.
Because they have an actor
Luke.
who's actually doing it, but Harrison Ford is, and Harrison Ford's okay with it.
Yeah.
If an actor signs off at the end for their likeness to be used, I have no problem with it because now their family is making money after the actor's passed on or can't do it anymore. Just like Bruce Willis. If Bruce Willis's likeness was used right now, the guy is in a really tough situation and he can still be making money.
I think he would agree to it too. Like he does anything. He does anything for a
Same
paycheck.
with like.
Oh, that Bruce
Yeah.
Willis. I know that motherfucker well.
Quentin Tarantino is trying to get him in his like 10th and last film or something.
Whoa.
Well, good.
His
Some
10th.
way.
Get
I
him
think
in
that'd
there.
be really cool.
Get him in there.
Use AI.
See, I'm like against AI and I'm like whatever. But if you were to ask me, imagine if like they can keep Rick around forever and just like in any sort of Walking Dead show or anything.
So Forrest is okay with AI as long as it's something he likes.
That's what I mean.
Wait,
I've heard
No,
that's
you don't
what's
like
so
Bruce
fucked up
Willis?
about it though, because I've heard AI songs. You can hear, like I heard Axl Rose singing "Fall to Pieces." I heard an earlier version. Some people doing it sound like shit. There's one that came out like a week or two ago. Fuck, it is incredible. It sounds like him.
I have no problem if it's for fun. Like if you're like Axl Rose sings whatever, it's like okay, no, that's fun. But if they start making music like that, that's actually like monetizing, they got AI artists and shit like that.
And
that's
like,
wrong.
And like release an album, like that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Because it's not their property. Like that's Axel's
But the
voice.
excitement there, like Bon Scott singing "Back in Black," or like the newer AC/DC songs, I will listen to it if they release something for it. I can't say I'm not going to. I would actually listen to it.
I have no problem if somebody does that on a YouTube channel for fun, for nonprofit. But I have a problem if they do it for monetization because Bon Scott can't agree to that. He's dead. Holy,
Right.
Yes.
I had to really specify. Everybody knows that, but yeah, he cannot. He's passed on, so he can't agree to that. So if they were making money off that, I have an issue because now they're making money off a dead
Don't
man.
make any
Would it be
money.
an issue if his estate was getting the money still?
Like
Like
his
a
family.
cut or appropriate?
Sort of like in the
whatever?
I
Flash.
would still think so, just because he did not agree to it. If the person is alive and they say, "Yeah, go ahead, this AI stuff's cool, use me for whatever," that's fine. But artists that have passed on, if somebody does it at home for like a fun YouTube video, go for it. Just like how people do impressions nowadays. If they just had somebody doing cover band, that's fine because you got somebody doing impersonation. It's a tribute. But if you have the exact voice of somebody saying things that they would not agree to say and you monetize that, that's wrong.
Don Henley would hate that from the Eagles. Right, Forrest? Don Henley?
Yeah.
He makes his living on the evening news.
No, he's like so against covers.
I'm
and
gonna
everything.
deep fake.
Now this is a
everybody
question
here.
that's related to the topic here. Q&A.
Alright.
Do you think the stereotypical future will someday happen in terms of flying cars, robots, and all of that? Just basically the Jetsons. You think that's?
I don't
gonna
think
happen?
flying cars will ever happen.
I think the traffic shit's too.
It's
fucked
too
up.
dangerous.
I think we'll probably destroy each other before we can get there. Yeah,
I believe the end of the world's closer
No, but like,
than you think.
yeah.
Wouldn't car crashes be so deadly, like you can't
I don't know.
survive, just fall down?
Well, yeah, like if your car crapped out, you crashed. I don't think flying cars. I think maybe there would be a variation of flying cars, but I think it would be almost like a plane. You know what I mean? Like flying cars are planes, pretty much.
And I think Elon Musk was kind of right with his idea for a tunnel. You know, the Bohr company, the Boring company, as he calls it. It's just a cart on a really fast, or on a track that just goes really fast to the other destination.
Yeah,
And I think practically that's the future you're going to be looking at.
that's his Batman tunnel. So you
Yeah, oh,
just
yeah.
think like
And it'll be going deeper and deeper and deeper.
personal subways, pretty much.
Yeah, not even like personal. It could be public subways.
So you're just thinking more subways.
Because like as populations increase and traffic gets worse, we're going to be going deeper.
So you think like bullet trains.
Bullet trains everywhere.
Christian, what will be the future of airplanes, do you think?
Uh,
Or airplanes get crazier?
I'm still waiting on a spaceship that can.
What do you mean future of airplanes?
Will they get crazier? Will they get faster? Or will they stay the same?
I want them to take off
things will get
vertically.
faster.
You know,
That'd be
like the
scary.
fucking X-Jet or whatever, where the
Oh,
wings just.
The airplanes might be like really fast. Like
The issue with going faster is
both
just
did that.
it's more.
I'll do a split cam so we can see both of us.
No, I think the next thing is energy. I
Energy?
think when energy can change and get to a new place of like, I don't even know what. I think that's where everything's gonna fucking change.
So you're thinking we're gonna find a new form of energy?
Something that increases. It's like equivalent to like dial up to like fucking whatever
Like,
the hell we're
imagine
at now.
taking an airplane where you don't have to stop anywhere. You just fucking keep going.
Like it's gonna be like something in terms of battery life too, where you don't need to charge your phones ever again.
Oh yeah,
Just
that'd be
like
great.
shit like that is, I think, is what's gonna change a lot. Blade Runner or iRobot for a future? I don't know why the questions are all about this. Like everyone's asking.
I want iRobot because it's more hopeful.
iRobot.
Blade Runner is like dystopian.
Is it more hopeful?
Yeah, I mean
Will
they
Smith
had a
will save
problem
us.
with their evil robots, but Will Smith solved it.
He will save
So,
us. Hopefully
and
not
then
slap
everybody
us.
gets their own personal butler. So it's like, oh, we got a podcast. Go set that shit up.
I think you missed the point of iRobot.
Yeah, I know they're all sick of, but no, we get them in line.
Yeah, the whole point is we shouldn't have automatons being our butlers, Christian. We get butlers.
Yeah, listen, I only watched the first 10 minutes. Everything seemed pretty great.
It seemed pretty great. Robots helping humans.
I missed the part about the fucking evil robot. I call them evil. The robot revolution. Have you ever seen iRobot?
No, I've never watched that or Blade Runner.
I'm saying, obviously, iRobot, although I think we should have the style of Blade Runner, because they had some sweet style in that movie. See, I'll rock fucking Ryan Gosling's jacket in that movie. That was fucking sick.
We'll start with Christian here. We'll go around, pick a genre, and then like your favorite movie. So the question is, what are your favorite movies?
I want to say horror. No, sci-fi. There's a lot of interesting sci-fi movies. I just watched some. You know what? I would recommend Sunshine. That's an underrated. It's kind of horror, but it's very sci-fi. It's a movie where it plays with, you know how like darkness is usually the thing that people are scared of.
Yeah.
In this movie, light. It's like every horror scene takes place in a very bright room, and it's very interesting.
Oh, that's
it's a movie about everybody going crazy as their spaceship nears the sun, and the sun is like a paranormal sort of situation. But yeah, that's what I would recommend to go watch. What would you think?
What I would suggest for a movie for you guys to watch on a night like tonight, probably I would watch Anchorman 2. Love that movie. Very funny. Some people don't, but just if you go in watching that movie, just have a good time. It's stupid funny. But also, when it hits nighttime, I would suggest you watch a movie like The Lighthouse. Beautiful for a night like tonight.
Oh yeah.
Little spooky, right tone, right feel. And then tomorrow morning, I would suggest you watch like a nicer movie, and maybe with a little bit of sadness because it might be a little bit rainy tomorrow. So I recommend watch the new Guardians of the Galaxy 3 now on Disney+.
Brian, what about you?
Watch Friday the 13th, like maybe like
Which part?
Part 7, 8, like those ones are later on.
Damn, you want to?
Oh yeah.
You want Jason Goes to Manhattan?
Yeah, watch those ones. Watch Jason Goes to Hell.
If people don't know Jason Goes to Manhattan, that's the movie probably most connoisseurs like myself have a gripe with. Me, I like it because it's just so wacky, and if you don't read into it that much, it's a great movie. Jason Goes to Manhattan takes place 75% on a boat that's not in Manhattan.
It's in Vancouver.
And then when they get there, they're in Vancouver. And there's like 2 seconds where they're in fucking, just a little bit more than that. It's like 2 minutes where they're in New York and they're in Times Square.
Jason kills a feature Jason, right? Ken?
Fetus.
No, he kills a feature Jason. The Ken guy from Fire Jason.
He kills Ken Kirzinger in the
the
restaurant or
cafeteria. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can't believe that movie doesn't really take place in New York.
Yeah. Well, it's very expensive.
They really dropped the ball.
Very expensive because they're low budget company.
Yeah, I remember them saying that in one of the documentaries. It was just too expensive.
They weren't
so
Times Square though.
For like old 80s slashers like that, they started off pretty tame, and all of them ended up absolutely insane. And I really think people take movies way too seriously nowadays. Like everything has to have a sense of everything, they want to be grounded or in realism. But movies are meant to have fun, and they're meant to be crazy and a little wacky because they should be fantasy. They should be things that can't happen. So it's like people are like, oh, Jason goes to space. What's next? Why can't we just have this character have a wacky story for one?
Yeah.
Like have it like not in the continuity. Have it just as a wacky adventure. And if you watch it as that, it's actually like a fun, crazy
If you're mad,
movie.
watch Jason Part 1 again. Watch Part 4 again.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
I think that's why we got like Freddy versus Jason, and I think that's why Ash versus Evil Dead didn't do the best in terms of ratings. It was on Stars. I'd say my favorite genre in movies is just horror / thriller. Or not thriller, horror / sci-fi. It really depends, because horror movies, like Conjuring, haunting, investigative stuff, it's it's the best. I do kind of prefer that, I would say, over slashers. I think slashers are a bit, I mean, it depends. My mood changes a lot on that. But sci-fi is something that like Interstellar, The Martian,
Like Us, right? Us. Like
it's
that.
just like that stuff when you really get into it.
I fucking love sci-fi.
Yeah.
Of course,
So,
Give me more sci-fi
of course.
movies.
Was the
please.
last one Us? That last one that came out?
Us, well, it's a horror movie. No,
No.
they came out with
Us
Nope
came out a while ago. Nope came out
last
after
year.
Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I watched Nope a few weeks ago, or a week ago.
Oh, yeah, what'd you
Here.
think of it?
I liked it. I watched it here, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right. We were all drunk. I put it on for you. Yeah, that's right. Q&A, have any of y'all watched Vikings? And if so, what are your overall thoughts? I find it disgusting. Travis Fimmel never won an award for his role as
Nicholas
Ragnar.
Flamel.
Damn, Nicholas Flamel.
I have
I've
heard
heard-
of Vikings. I have never watched it.
Same boat. I've heard a lot about Vikings. That's a show that I should get into, I guess, because I do hear it's probably a show that
is
I would
that
like.
with,
My bar's not very high.
Is that with Jason Momoa?
I think
Is
he's
he?
in it.
Or are you just being racist?
I remember him being in something, and I saw he was editing the show or something on Adobe
Jason,
Premiere.
do you guys know Jason Momoa was in Stargate, right?
Really? And that's
Or he was in Star
Surprising.
Trek? Give me a sec. Yeah, Jason Momoa started off in like one of those like low budget fucking. Yeah, Jason Momoa was in Stargate. Oh wait, never mind.
yeah. Jason Momoa was in Vikings.
Okay, so
Is that a
Christian Force
series?
is just racist.
Is that a series or a movie?
Series of TV.
Yeah, it's a TV series.
it
that's
really
been
good?
Is it? I guess it's still going on.
I have no idea.
I was gonna say the only thing I know about Vikings is that WWE's Edge is in it.
Oh,
Who's
the
that?
Leafs fan?
The Leafs fan. Well, he's from I think Toronto,
Yeah.
and he has one of the best theme songs. Do you guys know it? Well, I think Jason Momoa was in Stargate.
It's good though.
Maybe he was in Atlantis. My mom was a big fan of Stargate. She watched all the one. Crazy thing, okay? Holy crazy, rock on. My mom, right, was estranged from my grandfather for a long time.
Okay.
Didn't talk. Now this is crazy because there's like 4 Stargate shows. There was Stargate SG-1, Atlantis, and Universe, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
My mom and grandpa liked Stargate SG-1, and Atlantis, and they both hated Universe, and they loved the other 3. That's crazy to think that father and daughter could like that same show. Not only that, it's such a strange show for somebody to like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like not a lot of people can get into Doctor Who. It's kind of the same thing as that. I loved. There's a lot of the love in Doctor Who. I would recommend you watch
Christian?
season 9.
I like
I
love.
well,
Wait, that's too big of a commitment.
Watch
I can't
season
do
9,
that.
8, 9, and 10. David Tennant, Matt Smith, great Doctor Who's.
Oh, David Tennant is a great actor. Did you watch Jessica Jones?
Oh my god. he's
Mr.
amazing.
Purple, I think that's
Yeah.
his name. Yeah, he's awesome.
He was also. Did you guys watch the movie Fright Night?
Oh, did I?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Fright Night with Colin Farrell as a vampire, Anton Yelchin as like the neighbor, and then David Tennant was supposed to be like this vampire hunter, but he was like on TV, and then he was just like bullshit, right? But he knew a lot about it. But then it turns out like there's actually a vampire, and it's Colin Farrell, and they have to kill him. It's a great movie. It was a old movie that they remade. The original was directed by a guy named Tom Holland in
My
the
God.
80s. So Tom Holland in the 80s directed the movie Fright Night, and they remade it in like 2011 maybe.
Q&A, what are your guys' thoughts on shows like Daredevil, Punisher, The Crowded Room, and Cabinet of Curiosities. So I'll say for those last two, The Crowded Room I've heard of. I don't know if you guys watched that. Cabinet of Curiosities, I don't know if you guys heard that. That's a good show. It's made by Guillermo del Toro. It's just like a horror show.
Say his name right.
And
Guillermo.
6 episodes in the first season, and it's just like these little mini stories. It's kind of like Creepshow, but obviously done more in his style. Pretty good. You guys can talk about Daredevil and Punisher and all that.
Okay, so I have never watched The Crowded Room, but I know Guillermo del Toro. I loved Hellboy, and I loved Hellboy: The Golden Circle. His style of direction is quite, and I'm sorry I have a raspy voice. Are you guys hearing it?
A little bit.
It's probably
I had got laryngitis at work because I inhaled too much dust. But yes, Guillermo del Toro, I know his work. He does amazing work. I still have to watch his Pinocchio that just came out recently. He usually has a very dark style. The Shape of Water, amazing, won an Oscar. Girl fucks a fish man, hottest shit you've ever seen. Under the sea, they fuck under the sea. They looking like me. Del Toro fuck me.
Or it's wetter.
And shows like Daredevil and Punisher, I've seen all the seasons of Daredevil and Punisher. Amazing show. I probably preferred Punisher more. The brutality, the grotesqueness, the story of vengeance, and after coming to terms with, he's not only just vengeful, but he has to be killing these people because he knows that they're doing wrong. And Daredevil, the complete opposite side of that, knowing that people shouldn't have to kill, and they're meeting. Amazing story. The actors, Charlie Cox and John Bernthal, amazing. I grew up watching Thomas Jane's The Punisher. Thomas Jane, Kevin Nash was in that movie, amazing. The scene where the guy's playing guitar and he has the switchblade that he shoots out, great scene. But John Bernthal's absolute brutality, murdering, punching, and pushing his fingers into the fucking eyes. Grotesque. Loved it. Loved that show. I thought it was poetic. I thought it was fucking great.
I don't can you refresh my memory of what season 2 was about?
Punisher?
Because I know
Jigsaw.
Who?
Jigsaw. Yeah, remember the guy with the cut up face, his friend?
Yeah,
By...
I remember now. Remember because they went.
So that was season. Okay. Yeah, Daredevil, Punisher, great shows. Daredevil, the stuff with Elektra, I think, is the lowest point, but everything else is amazing. Yeah, and speaking of Daredevil, is the only thing we know about the newest Daredevil show coming out with Charlie Cox as well, which is a little confusing, is that Marvel's making it very different, like extremely different from the Netflix show. And that there's rumors, and take this with a grain of salt, that his friend, partner in crime, who I don't fucking remember his name.
Who?
Ned?
Daredevil?
Eddie? What's his? Who?
No, not Ned.
10?
Foggy?
Foggy Nelson?
Foggy and his girlfriend.
K. It starts with a K,
Sally.
I think.
They might die off screen.
Really?
So how would you feel about that?
I don't care.
I don't know what they're doing, but it could
Foggy
be good.
Sucked.
You know, that's yeah.
Foggy looked like a little bitch and he talked like it. I don't care.
I haven't watched.
Yeah, when Foggy was mad, it was just like, shut the fuck up.
I honestly, okay. Now, I just don't think the guy was that good of an actor in the show.
That might have been it.
Charlie Cox was amazing. Foggy, I had every time he was on the screen, I was like, this guy. And the girl who played,
I liked her as an actress.
I thought she was okay, but I thought she was very whiny in the show. They didn't make her that fucking, like, they didn't, like, every time she was on the screen, I wasn't excited. Well, you're just horny. Like, every time she was on the screen, I wasn't like, oh, this is great. Charlie Cox, every time he was on the screen, he stole it.
Sheets.
On that shitter.
Charlie Sheets, what?
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen is dirty.
Remember that guy?
Yeah,
no,
I
Charlie
see what you
Sheen would
mean.
be Craven with all that tiger blood.
Oh yeah, and Stick, the Daredevil's master.
Oh yeah, Stick.
His
These masters.
I can't even fucking say the joke. But no, that actor, he's also great. He was also amazing in the first Daredevil in 2002 or 1.
These masters.
It's a different actor, but both great characters.
Did you guys see the news about Gal Gadot?
Oh yeah, she was getting apparently she had a meeting with James Gunn. She said it went well, and James literally said that you're in good hands. We're going to be working on Wonder Woman 3 soon. So that like months later, she said that on Twitter or something, or in an interview.
Yeah, so people are pissed. They're keeping this character around because it's like, what are you doing? You said we're restarting the universe, and now you're taking away all the people that. It's like, why take away Cavill and keep Wonder Woman? And people have been upset. Like, there are people that are upset with Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot, for other reasons, because I believe she's an Israeli.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that one very cringy video she made where she was singing.
Oh, that's not why. I believe there's like Israel and Palestine.
Really? I had no idea about this.
Yes, there's Israel and Palestine, and they're at war. And
Okay.
like, I believe Israel is in the wrong. Hold on, let me check this.
Okay.
She was in the military for Israel.
She
Right?
was in the military?
Yeah, she was in the military. So she is in support, not in support, but I think she has spoken out about how she wants Israel to be like, okay, and Israel is in the wrong because they're attacking Palestine.
Right.
So she has said like she doesn't want anybody in Israel to get hurt or whatever. And
Okay.
people are like, well, they're in the wrong. What the fuck are you talking about? They're the ones killing people. So she has spoken out about that. So people are not happy with her.
Yeah. But the latest news is that James Gunn, now it's reported that she's not sticking around.
No?
Yeah. So it's like
When did this happen?
just recently.
I heard about
There's
her
rumors
sticking
that
around.
she's going, I think. And I'm all in support because she was a good Wonder Woman, but it's like I think the fake Wonder Woman they have for The Boys is a little better.
You
Oh,
like
I see
Maeve?
what you mean.
Because like
Yeah.
this Gal Gadot never gives off the impression of that
Gadot.
like
Whiny babies.
Gadot. Yeah, I guess so.
I thought it was Godot too.
Gadot sounds better.
Is it not Godot?
Your name sucks.
Your
Is it
name's
Godot?
It's Godot.
yeah. She's gonna be leaving soon.
We won't have to
don't-
know
we
our
don't
names.
we can forget.
What?
I was like, we need Daredevil with Ben Affleck again.
We don't.
No, he's Daredevil to me.
People hate that
Oh,
movie
yeah.
so much.
I love it.
I like Michael Clark Duncan,
Oh,
the guy
my
who
God.
played
Yeah.
Kingpin. The first time
Oh, yeah.
Kingpin was a black man, and he was very imposing. I love Michael Clark Duncan.
He
And-
worked really well.
Michael Clark Duncan, who has passed away a while ago, is an amazing actor. The Green Mile, such an amazing movie. And honestly, I'm sad that Daredevil didn't work because the cast was fantastic.
Oh yeah.
You had Colin
What?
Farrell as the villain, Ben Affleck as Daredevil. Jennifer Garner was never like, to me, like never like an A-list actor. But Elektra, she could have done all right. I just think the script was wrong. The movie had that weird feel, and Ben Affleck's Daredevil suit sucked.
Has anyone seen the Elektra movie?
Oh my God.
I hear
Yes,
it's
I have. It
really-
It makes me hurt.
It keeps you up at night.
Yeah. Just like Halle Berry's Catwoman, Elektra's in the same vein.
Man, I seriously remembered that version of Daredevil sleeping in like a coffin of blood.
It was the sleep
Because
deprivation
Yeah,
I swear to
thing.
God, it was
I had
fucking
no-
blood.
like-
I always remembered it being blood. I mean, last time I watched it, I was like 9, 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elektra is in the same category as Halle Berry's Catwoman. Sex sells. Like, they made Halle Berry's Catwoman so fucking like, this is a hot bitch kind of thing.
You
Like,
know her origin story in that movie?
was she bit by a cat?
She was murdered. She was pushed through her office building and fell into like an alley, and a lot of cats surrounded her.
No,
What
that's
the fuck?
Is that the one?
I think so. It's one of the
No, that's
Catwoman
in
movies.
Batman Returns.
Is that
That's Tim
actually a
Burton's
fucking
Batman.
thing?
Really? Okay. Wait.
The cats surrounded her.
Yeah, they surrounded her, and then she became Catwoman.
Yeah, it's Tim Burton's Catwoman. That's a good one. Don't say shit about that movie. I'll kill you.
I don't know about that.
No, I love that scene. Anyways.
No, but what happens was she fell, and like those. Oh my God, the camera's tracking me. You know those awnings, like above windows.
Yeah.
She like hit a bunch, so it slowed her fall, and she hit the ground, and then a bunch of cats surrounded her.
So the last question here, and this one it's just about another TV show, so we don't talk about too much. But it was just, what are our thoughts on The Last of Us?
Oh yeah, I never saw that.
I will say,
it's-
Last of Us season 1 overrated for sure. I think it was
Really?
actually good. The quality of the show was really good.
Relax.
No, the quality is really good, but everyone was talking about it like it was this masterpiece. And I watched it and I'm like, okay, visually, yes, fucking masterpiece. Well, I don't even know about that though.
Oh shit!
I don't know about that. You get shows like Rings of Power, what was the other? House of the Dragon.
Okay.
And I'm like, the clickers looked cool. There was some stuff that was definitely really cool. I don't know though, like the city shots, some stuff. The
I
trailer
will say
looked good.
I'm glad it's an example of like a video game adaptation done right.
Yeah, like I mean, that's the thing. Like, it wasn't bad.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, when I watched it, it was not. There's things about it where I'm like,
Where did it leave off? Is Joel gonna die next season?
it basically ends where the first game.
You know what? I feel like Joel will die season 3. They're not gonna kill off Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, there's gonna be
no, they
more
will.
stuff there, but
Yeah, season 3. I don't think season 2.
I know people love those. And when I first played the first game, fucking amazing. One of the best games I've ever played in my life. The show,
Is the game better?
It's not as good as the game. No, the game's much better. The game's much better. So I think that's kind of where I'm at with that.
I don't usually talk about celebrities that often, and we talk. I know Sinead O'Connor passed, but what I would really like to talk about is the actor Paul Rubens. Paul Rubens, who was the actor for Pee Wee Herman, and he also starred in the movie Mystery Men. Mystery Men I grew up with, and I watched countless times. He played a character called the Spleen, and he was absolutely hilarious. The movie is off the wall. It has Ben Affleck, no, not Ben Affleck, Ben Stiller. It has fucking what's his name? He was in the movie Fargo.
There's Greg Kinnear. There's
Greg Kinnear. Greg Kinnear
Okay.
played Pepsi Man, pretty much. He had a Pepsi
William
symbol
H.
on his chest.
Macy and King Karush.
William H. Macy.
Oh yeah.
That's his name. He was in Shameless, and the Spleen played by Paul Rubens, and he was so fucking hilarious. I remember the saying equilateral or isosceles. It was pretty much about heroes exist in this world.
Oh yeah.
And there's one of the guys, and Barbosa from fucking
Oh damn.
from
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
What was that clap?
What are you clapping for?
Got
Good
fucking
movie.
excited.
He played the villain. He was Casanova Frankenstein in the movie.
Ooh.
And they end up, the villain says, the hero says like, oh, we need a villain. You know what I mean? Because he put everybody away. So then he ends up releasing Casanova Frankenstein because he needs a villain to fight because he's been like without publicity and stuff.
Right.
Because he makes money. It's almost like The Boys. He's monetized. And Casanova Frankenstein ends up killing him. Or wait, I think the Mystery Men actually end up killing him. And then they have to stop Casanova Frankenstein. They're like a ragtag of fucking shitty. Like Ben Stiller's like, oh, my rage is my superpower.
Oh,
And he
yeah.
just fucking like he's like and like his rage gives him no power. And the movie's amazing, to me at least. And Paul Rubens as the Spleen was fucking one of my childhood fucking idols. So rest in peace, Paul Rubens.
Yep.
These guys love Pee Wee Herman and Pee Wee's Great Adventure, which, if you guys didn't know, Pee Wee Herman's first movie was the directorial debut of Tim Burton.
Oh shit.
He directed the first Pee Wee movie, and it was well received. So rest in peace, Paul Rubens.
There's been a lot of like Sinead O'Connor died recently. Honestly, it's insane. Jeff Beck passed away earlier this year. Just a lot of people have just been
Kevin
going
Conroy.
recently, and
Kevin Conroy, yeah, Batman.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah,
Great voice
that's
actor.
the classic. I am vengeance.
I am-
I am the night. I am Batman.
Yeah.
And yes, Kevin Conroy, who we grew up with as the quintessential Batman. He was Batman the Animated Series. He was in all the Arkham games. Amazing voice. And the CW allowed him to portray Old Man Batman.
Really? Which was that
The
Gotham?
TV show. No, it wasn't. It was like one of the Arrowverse.
Oh, okay. I haven't kept up with the Arrow or the CW shows.
Some of the
in a little
Arrowverse stuff is crazy. Like, I think if you just watch like the whole Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline,
Yeah.
crazy. They bring back Tom Welling from Smallville to be Superman. They bring back Brandon Ruth. I know it's weird, but at one point, Grant Gustin's Flash meets Ezra Miller's Flash.
I was gonna say, yeah, that happened.
And he comes back and he's like, Ezra, you have to stop. You do terrible stuff.
Yeah. And then, Ezra took offense to that. He took it personally. And fucking Grant Gustin has no Easter egg in The Flash.
No, they didn't let him have anything.
Nothing.
But honestly, if you watch we should watch the Crisis on Infinite Earth, because there's like 4 shows and they all cross over and they all have their own time storyline and shit. There's Supergirl, there's Arrow, there's Flash, and there's Superman and Lois. Superman and Lois is a show that is on a different network, but it's still like a CW show. They still cross over. And that show has such a crazy budget compared to the other shows.
The quality difference is crazy.
Like it's like a movie, and then CW shows is like The Flight is like fucking from the 1960s. Like it looks like they just have the person suspended and they just like move the
the CW CGI is not very great.
I don't even think we can really talk about here because it'd be a big topic, but the Twilight Zone.
Ooh.
There is so much shit in that show.
Talk about the song first.
Yeah. It's 2 a.m. Feelings gone. No? What are you looking at? You're scaring me.
No, because I think someone's here. I don't. Maybe not.
Twilight Zone.
I want everybody to know that is the quickest Christian has finished. Is getting close to finishing a drink that we've ever had. Usually the Mike's Hard takes him like fucking 4 hours to finish. He's loving this. We could have drunk Christian soon.
Link in the description below.
Black Fly pina colada drinks. Link in the description below, bitches.
No, we're not sponsored, by the way.
No.
Might be a little.
What are you guys doing
we
after
are
the stream?
Crave.
You guys gonna be playing some Black Ops, or were you guys too tired now?
No, I'm fucking pumped, baby. Probably after this, you can find me at twitch.tv/bigbudge playing Black Ops 3. Well, now we have to time this so when this releases, we're playing Black Ops 3. But after the stream, we're gonna go play. We usually do. All 4 of us, a lot of the time, play video games. Just so you know, and this is gonna be our plug when we end the stream. But we're going to be playing Black Ops 3. We've been having some audiences on that. You can find me at twitch.tv/bigbudge playing all the games that you want. Kingdom Hearts. Oh my God, I'm losing my voice. Kingdom Hearts, Black Ops 3, Resident Evil, all those amazing games you can find at twitch.tv/bigbudge.
Yeah.
You can find me on twitch.tv/bobbity18888.
All right. And, you can find if you want me
You can find if you want.
Yeah, you can find me at twitch.tv/JohnOdds. I usually play with Big Budge and sometimes all the other guys. I may be playing some Pikmin at some point, Pikmin 4, because I really want to play that game. I bought it like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks. So it's kind of random, but a fucking awesome series. And there's also the John Odds YouTube channel where VODs and like some other special videos go to the John Odds channel.
Holy. Oh fuck!
You have to find the channel. It's good. See what I'm talking about.
Special videos you got.
Yeah.
Spread yourself.
You can find me on YouTube, Movie Idol, and Twitch as Appetite for the Dead. We will be streaming though a lot in the next week. This will probably be out already by the time we're doing it. But Phasmophobia, new update.
Oh.
Crazy updates happening in the next,
you guys are excluding me.
But they're releasing it all on consoles, so we can all play on PS5.
Yeah, so
Yes.
And,
So
that's
just
gonna
so
be
you
fucking
know,
fun.
we are Central Standard Time. So a lot of times you can find us streaming at around 3-4 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And one last thing is make sure you leave a like and subscribe and hit that bell. I got to say all this stuff because that's the YouTube algorithm. That's how it works. And share it around.
Yeah, if you want, we got to come up with the artwork and all of that. We're doing pretty good, but I think the podcast overall, week to week have been getting better. The reception from you guys honestly has been really awesome.
And thank you all for watching. You guys are the heart and soul of this channel. We are just the meat and potatoes. And thank you so much once again. We love to have you here every week with us. You guys are our lovers. All right.